while we were all watching the content of the State of the Union address yesterday, Donald Trump was watching it for a very different reason. Take a look.
We're gonna buy American. We're gonna buy America. So trade rules. Buy America has been the law since 1933.
Jesus Christ, that man is the president of the United States and might be again. Now, Donald Trump responded to Joe Biden's State of the Union address in about as mature a way as you would expect him to. He posted a video of Kamala Harris and Biden on his social media accounts with a variety of goofy Snapchat filters. Let's watch some more.
Also caps and won't even go into effect until 2025. And by the way, that law was written and the benefit expires in 2025. New electric grids that are able to weather major storms and not prevent those forest fires.
What can you even say? I will add, he did respond in a not as serious way, but slightly more serious on Truth Social. He posted a series of tweets. He wrote, his hair is much better in the front than on the back. Okay, that's a valid critique of Joe Biden's policy. And then he posted this picture of Joe Biden eating an ice cream cone in front of a dumpster that is on fire. And then this one actually got me. He tweeted, "Don't shake his hand. He's been coughing into it the entire night," which honest to God, fair play on that one, because it's true. The way reasonable. That man was coughing directly into his hand and then shaking hands with everybody on his way out. Like there should have been maybe a little bit more concern about that. And then his last one is stupid. He wrote, he looks so angry when he's talking, which is a trait of people who know they are losing it. The anger and shouting is not helpful to bringing our country back together. I mean, there are plenty of issues where it's very valid to be angry and passionate about when you're speaking about them. Like, I don't know, the rich not paying their fair share, like credit card companies fleecing their users for tons of money that they don't deserve to get. And then, I don't know, Putin invading Ukraine, things of that nature might get someone reasonably passionate when discussing them. But I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think of this very salient criticisms of Joe Biden that Donald Trump had, particularly the Snapchat dog filters?
Yeah, so I got thoughts on all of it. Let me. I'll come back to the filters in a second, but I can't stand this talking point of, oh, Biden is angry and polarizing it. He wrote that in a different post. Like, is that the joke? Because that's actually a funny joke, because. Like no one's more angry and polarizing than Donald Trump, but a lot of his fans really do say that about Biden, and they mean it. Like I'm stunned by them. Like how they are not self-aware 1%. It's amazing. In fact, he also wrote, Trump did later, angry as hell. This guy's a psycho. No, brother, you sound like a psycho who's angry as hell. So, I think we got another one, a video of his response to Biden as well. Let's check that out.
People don't know what they're doing. It was all caused by crooked Joe Biden and the people that surround him. And they are radical left, Marxists and fascists and communists and socialists. We have people running our country, the likes of which we have never seen before. He and the communists and his party looted trillions of dollars from you and spent it on illegal aliens and the Green New scam.
Doesn't seem angry or polarizing at all. Just seems like he's trying to bring the country back together. Communists and fascists, we can all unite.
Under the flag of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, this guy's a loon who's constantly polarizing and angry and saying psychotic things. So, but back to the memes and the filters and all that stuff. Look, Trump is a child.
Yeah,
he didn't repost that. That's an original post from him. So it's not like he carelessly just shared it. He had to take it, put it on, and go. And look, I'm a child too, don't get me wrong. And so as I'm watching it, like the first bug eye thing, I don't know why, but I find that funny. Okay, and I laughed. Now, but should you be sending that when you're a presidential candidate? Yes, another presidential candidate, you're the head of the Republican Party? No, that's what children do. He's unbelievable. Now look, again, it's not gonna hurt him with the voters or anything. It's not a serious issue. They know he's a goofball, they know he's a child, they know he's a hypocrite. And so it's not political at all. It won't hurt him 1%. But I do get annoyed by either Republican politicians and sometimes the media, and definitely right-wing media does this all the time, where they are like, well, there's these politicians are not credible, and they'll have these allegations that, here's a decent example. Marianne Williamson ran a campaign against Joe Biden, still running one. And she oftentimes polled higher than Nikki Haley. And they say, oh, she's not credible. And they never explain why at all. It's just a smear job, right? Meanwhile, the guy leading this race in the whole country, because he's beating Joe Biden pretty badly right now, is this goofball who's sending out like filters of goats or whatever the hell that thing was. And Marianne's not credible. Other outsiders aren't credible. Are you guys nuts? Look at this loon job who's leading the race. We should never have a discussion about any candidates being angry or polarizing or credible while Donald Trump was president of the United States and is currently leading the race. Jackson.
Yeah, a man who's up at all hours of the night, like who runs on nothing but Diet Coke, McDonald's, and hatred and pettiness. Be 4:30 in the morning and he's writing paragraphs about like Republicans. Like he's not even attacking Democrats. Like Nikki Haley, when she won DC, like he didn't need to say anything about her whatsoever, given the fact that he's like, already won. It's already over. Nikki Haley, she got destroyed by Ron DeSanctimonious by 30 points. And if you forgot, I beat Ron DeSantis by like 50 points. So she's just a loser. She's bird brain. And then, he does this when he needs some of those percentage of those voters. But I mean, this is a guy who, suggested that we inject ourselves with like, like bleach or UV sunlight rays and stuff like that. We should nuke a hurricane because that'll like, make it spin counterclockwise instead of clockwise or something. And lastly, the thing that blows my mind about Donald Trump and how, they say 4 years ago, the country was so much better off. The country was shut down for a year while this man was president. Millions of people lost their jobs, and people act like that's just nothing. The United States, the most powerful country in the history of organized civilization, had some of the worst response, and all of that. That's the Democrats' fault, not the guy who was at the head of the head of the snake. These people are impossible. You can't win with them. Either Trump wins, or when he loses, it's all a setup.
Of course, because like a child, he's like, you took my toy away. I was having fun with the American government. The Saudis were giving me all that money and you took it away. Can you believe how immature Joe Biden is?
I'm sorry, he's literally playing with his iPad while watching the State of the Union,
right.
Putting filters on when I worked in childcare, the kids I watched always wanted to play with the Snapchat filters on my phone. And they were 5. They were 5 years old. Donald Trump is a little bit older than that and was formerly the president, and unfortunately will probably be the future president of the United States.
Yeah, it's looking like that.